Hey guys, and welcome to the Ultimate Seer Guide for Apex Legends. Seer was introduced in Season 10, a legend that angered pretty much every single Apex Legend player it seemed. However, shown many people had forgot about the incredibly overpowered legend release back in Season 7, cough cough Horizon. Seer has eventually had some nerfs, which might be the quickest nerf turnaround we have seen in Apex Legends. I think it took them a little while to do Horizon, but Seer was done within a couple weeks. Now, 3 abilities, but before we get into the nitty gritty with them, let's get a quick brief or rundown. Seer's passive, aka the Rat Sniffer, allows him to see heartbeats of enemy players. Focus of Attention, aka the Vibe Destroyer, an irritating tunnel that if caught in, pretty much uninstalls your game. Seer's ultimate, titled Exhibit, is a bunch of fun, creating a huge dome that tracks any enemy if they are in the drone and moving. Little tip, if you're crouching or not moving very fast, the ultimate will not pick you up. Now before we get into it, I have to say one thing. You think Seer is overpowered? Listen, shoot the Seer ultimate or just leave. I think Seer's annoying. Overpowered? Not really. If you're good at movement, it's quite easy to escape the focus of attention, and in my opinion, if you see Seer's ultimate go down, just leave or shoot it. Not many people hide the Seer ultimate, so it's quite easy to find. Now, Seer's passive, Heart Seeker, allows you to find the heartbeats of enemies within 75 meters. When you ADS, you will see an orange visualizer. If the enemy is 75 meters away, it will be quite small. However, when you get closer, the visualizer will get louder and louder. Please also bear in mind you can use this whilst sliding, so you can keep your movement high, but also scanning the area for threats. With the visualizer, you can literally pinpoint the exact position of the enemy, and if you're chasing, slide jumping will allow you to catch up, but the passive will allow you to follow directly to the enemy. Also, the ability to check for heartbeats with no gun equipped can really help in the early game if you're trying to find a building to loot or a gun to shoot with. Seer can dominate other trackers with the ability to scout continuously and in a 360-degree radius. So when it comes to other trackers, no one really does it like Seer does. Now, Seer's Tactical, titled Focus of Attention, or as you guys know it as the Vibe Destroyer, will shoot out a bunch of micro drones to form a tunnel that when catching the enemy reveals where they are, what shield they have left, what their HP is, and even cancelling heals such as medkits, shield batteries and phoenix kits, which last for about 8 seconds. While saying all this, it kind of makes me realise how OP Seer can be in the right hands. Thankfully, not many people know how to play him insanely well. Now, when I made the guide for Bloodhound, I reiterated that with how good their passive is, you need to be using a microphone to properly communicate. However, with Seer, everything you do helps your team. Your Tactical highlights enemies for you and your teammates. Ultimate highlights enemies for you and your teammates. So this allows you and your team to focus on the legend who has the lowest shields or health, but doesn't require you to literally talk to your team all the time. Seer's ultimate Exhibit is the final death trap you can utilize. Seer will create a sphere that lasts for 30 seconds that encapsulates 65 meters, which means you can synergize this with your Tactical very well. The sphere will mark every player that isn't crouched or airborne, so you'll need to use your passive to sniff out the extra rats that are sitting down not doing much. Exhibit literally allows you to control a huge area and work out the best way to win the fight, who to focus and if anyone is trying to flank. The ultimate can be destroyed by shooting Seer's device, which is quite easy to find, so make sure you try and hide it, but also do not be worried to use your ultimate as the cooldown is only 90 seconds. Right. Quick Seer facts. As I've mentioned, make sure you destroy other Seer's ultimates and make sure that yours is hidden. Not only does this mean that the ultimate will last longer, but sometimes enemies can get phased trying to find the device to destroy, especially if you've hidden it really, really well. Now, while Seer is an aggressive player, you can use his abilities defensively to work out where your enemy is coming from, but I would be wary about using your Tactical, as like Bloodhound's scan, people can see where that is and they can come over to third party. Now you want to pair Seer with other mobile legends, think Octane for example. Seer is an incredibly aggressive player and will not work with legends like Caustic for example. When it comes to loadouts, I have found medium to short range is really good. So run shotguns, assault rifles, stuff like maybe the odd sniper sprinkled in every now and again. Now, that's all the tips and information that I have for Seer. If I've missed anything, please let me know in the comments. A lot of you have helped out previously on the Lifeline video, for example, and it helps me as well, because it helps me learn some things I didn't know. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't, please consider dropping a like and let me know what you thought. Until the next video, I'll see you later.